From the fighting on the streets of Shreveport to the war in Iraq to orthopedic surgeon, Dr. Antonio Webb shared his inspirational story to students here in his hometown this week.
And sometimes I just shake my head in disbelief in how I made it to this point today, because I should be either dead or in jail.
A stunning life story for these student leaders at Byrd High School, coming from the man in the white doctor's coat, an orthopedic surgeon, Dr. Antonio Webb, who pointed out to them that doctors like him average nearly $500,000 a year. But Webb had to beat long odds to get there. Many of his friends he grew up with in Shreveport were killed or in prison. Even his own close relatives were in prison. Something clicked when he first saw his little brother there.
He had a orange jumpsuit on and came up to the window, and I just broke down in tears because that was like my best friend.
Webb knew he had to escape the mean streets. The first step was developing an interest in medicine at Fair Park High School's magnet program. But his ticket out of town was the Air Force, though that put him in the war zone of Iraq.
I heard a big go over my head and hit the ground.
Webb showed students the crater left by a rocket attack in what was dubbed Mortarville, where Webb served as a combat medic. But Webb credits the Air Force for helping his life take off.
It allowed me to grow up as a man, and be more disciplined, more mature.
Stateside, Webb went to classes at night at the University of Texas, got his college degree, then med school at Georgetown, despite the setbacks of being rejected by 2 other schools.
I didn't let that stop me. I actually worked a lot harder. I read a lot longer. I studied a lot harder.
Webb tells his life story in the book Overcoming the Odds. These students were inspired by their in-person preview.
I thought it was very empowering.
I want to be like him. I want to be just like him.
Being like Dr. Webb means not just years of hard study and practice, but also 90-hour work weeks and lots of time missed hanging out with friends, but that did not seem to faze the students that you saw there. Dr. Webb now lives in San Antonio. And if you know a hometown patriot, please tell me about them. Contact me here at KTBS or go to ktbs.com and look under the Community tab.